We all think it's the big things that matter most: the launch, the deal, the exit. But the real tests in business happen in the everyday moments, like when the team misses a deadline or a customer cancels, when the product fails or the system goes down. What matters more than the situation itself is the consciousness you bring to it. That's what shapes your response and your future. I'm Debbie King, and I work with founders at the level of consciousness. Have you ever noticed how versions of the same problems keep showing up? It's not an accident. It's life giving us do-overs, opportunities to see differently and to respond differently, to be more conscious. So what does it mean to be conscious? It starts with awareness of experience, noticing what's happening in the moment, the slight hesitation in a prospect's voice, the tension in your shoulders during a meeting, the thought that you're falling behind on a project. Some days we're not even conscious at that level. But there's also a deeper level, the awareness of awareness itself. It's the difference between what you're noticing and the fact that you're the one noticing. The recognition that you're here in the first place, the observer behind the experience. The moment when you catch yourself noticing that you're noticing, that's your consciousness waking up. Like when you're about to snap at someone and you hear a voice inside that says, wait, don't, you're just tired. The situation is still there, but you're different. You're conscious. We generally overlook how extraordinary it is that we can be conscious at all. Not all matter is conscious. Cars, laptops, and coffee cups aren't conscious. Why are we? That's a subject for another video because currently science can't explain how our experience arises from matter in the first place. Yet without consciousness, there would be no experience at all. So the question really becomes, how does your level of consciousness shape what you experience? Well, just like a projector lens affects the experience of a movie, your consciousness affects your perception of reality. If the lens is out of focus, things aren't clear. If there's a filter, what you see is distorted. If the lens is blocked, you miss the big picture. The lens doesn't just affect what you see, it affects how you see it. Two founders could face the same situation and experience it completely differently, like AI disrupting their industry. One sees it as a threat, the other sees opportunity. Or an employee stealing a client. One feels betrayed, the other realizes that both the employee and the client weren't the right fit. What changed is the lens, the level of consciousness. And this isn't limited to business. It's true across every dimension of life. Your level of consciousness determines the reality you see and the one you create. That's why raising it is the most important work you can do. And there's an even deeper level to consciousness. It's the most profound of all. And it's what Nikola Tesla meant when he said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. We're all vibrating at different frequencies, but we're connected to each other by a field of energy. When you're tense, the field contracts. When you're open, it expands. When you're worried, people can feel it. When you're calm, they relax. Frequency isn't mystical or woo. It's immediate and real. And for founders, it's everything. Your team mirrors your frequency, so your energy is magnified throughout your company. This level of consciousness is the most important one, because how you treat others is how you treat yourself. At the deepest level, there is no other. We're all connected. When you react to any situation with frustration or judgment, You reinforce that frequency in yourself and in the field around you. But when you respond with patience and presence, you expand what's possible for everyone. It turns out the golden rule isn't just helpful advice, it's a law of reality. And here's where it gets practical. Your business itself is the syllabus. Every conversation is a pop quiz. Every negotiation is a test. Every interaction, even with AI, reflects your frequency back to you. Consciousness can't be faked, and your business is a mirror for it. And that mirror isn't showing you the you wish you were. It reflects how conscious you actually are in this moment. So how do you become more conscious? You cultivate presence. You notice your patterns. You choose differently. You intentionally expand in love instead of contracting subconsciously in fear. You remember that you're both the one having the experience and the one observing it. You understand that at the level of energy, other people are not separate from you. You know the best deal is the one that's best for everyone. You come to know that each moment you're shaping reality in your business, in your relationships, and in the world. When I was at my lowest point in my first business, all I wanted was to feel better, to feel free and secure. Back then, I thought freedom and security were one thing and consciousness was something else. But now I know they're the same. Raising your level of consciousness is how you create freedom. It's how you feel secure. It's how you evolve as a leader and a human. So yes, the launch, the deal, the exit, they matter, but only as lessons. The real exam is consciousness. And in the end, we all graduate. It's just a matter of when. Each week, my newsletter, Dimensional Perception, explores consciousness as a mirror, a teacher, and a doorway to what's possible for founders. The link's in the video description.